Hey, what's up, everybody? Thought I'd get in another one coach's opinion, just leaving a sparring session, so it's fresh on my mind. So a few people have asked me, you know what I'm saying? But some people ask me all the time. I've had guys ask me, hey, I want to help you, you know what I'm saying? Can I come help you in the gym, man? I can do this, I can do that. I can do this, I can do that. And, I'm not trying to put nobody on blast, because I kind of just had a guy who was saying the same thing, I just had a guy. But the thing is, and what I'd have to tell him is, boxing doesn't wait on anybody. You asked, could you help me? You told me what time you could be there, and then you start making adjustments. Well, Wednesday I can be here at this time, and Thursday. Look, we train from 10 to 2. If you can't be in the gym for 10 to 2, you really can't help me, to be honest. I hate to say it, you'll be no help whatsoever, because I train from 10 to 2. You know what I'm saying? So if you get off work at 2:30, or if you got to go watch your child, or if you just be too tired to come to the gym between those hours, I would tell you the same way I would tell a boxer. That's like a boxer coming to me and saying, hey, I want you to train me, but I don't get off work till 3. Well, you don't want me to train you, because that's not when I train. You know what I'm saying? Or I admit, you got to be a real special potential having guy for me to adjust my whole training schedule to train you. That's bottom line. You really have to have a bright future for me to say, hey, I'm gonna start training at 3 o'clock. All my other pros train in the morning, but guess what? For you, I'm gonna train you at 3 o'clock. Now, I can't say it won't happen, but what I'm saying is, I know it probably will happen. A lot of times I won't make it, or you won't make it, so it's not really gonna work. And I hate to say it, but an older guy told me one time, it was a coach, he said, the worst thing a pro boxer can have is a good job. Because he's really not going to be focused on what he needs to focus on. And you know what I'm saying? I can't say what's wrong. I can't say it's right. I can't say how many guys say, well, I'm a lawyer and I box. I can't say it, but I know it's not that many. It's not a lot. So bottom line, if there's any reason, and this is what this one's about, when it comes to boxing, or probably any other sport, reasons are also excuses. It don't make a difference what you have to do. It don't make a difference what had to go. Now, I'm not saying that, hey, look, my grandmother's sick, I couldn't make it, choose the gym, fuck grandma, excuse my language. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, the bottom line is, if you got a fight coming up and you had to take care of your grandma for a week, maybe you should, one, either cancel your fight because you're not in the right state of mind, and that would probably be the best thing to do, and stay home and take care of your grandmother. But missing a whole week or so of gym because you had to stay home with your grandmother, and I hate to sound how cruel it would be, I'm telling you to stay home with your grandmother and not train for this fight. Don't take this fight. But you can't do both. This is a training sport. This is a sport where the best guys out here train hard. I don't think there's no boxer out here that's gonna say, I train on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I don't need the extra 2 days that these other guys do, because I'm just that good. And if he is, I like to meet him during a camp, during a 3-day-a-week camp, because, bottom line is, there's only 2 columns. Well, you got your draw column. The majority of times, the majority of fights, 90% of fights, is either a win or a loss. There's no loss because he was busy. There's no loss because he just had a new baby. There's no loss because he was in a car accident. There's only a L with no explanations. Well, you can explain it to your friends. You can make YouTube videos. You can do what you want and say, next time I'm gonna be way better. I apologize. but it's a loss. And the worst type of loss to me is a loss where you know that you didn't do everything in your power to get the win. I mean, if you know that, yeah, I really could have did better, and you thinking this after the fight is over, then that's the worst type of loss to me, because you knew you weren't preparing yourself for this situation. You know what I'm saying? If you did everything you could do in training and everything else to win a fight and you lose, then you might just have to say, man, this dude was just better than me that day. My offense was on point, my defense was on point. He just slipped more shots in, you know, he blocked more shots. He was just better that day. And you know, you might can swallow that easy. If you know I put 110% into my camp and I lost, you'll still be upset, don't get me wrong. It's still an upsetting thing, but it's not as upsetting if you know I was missing a lot of days from the gym. I said I was running, but I really wasn't running. I made a lot of excuses when it came to sparring. If you got a lot of stuff going on and you lose, you're gonna really feel bad in the long run. I guarantee you. You really, really feel bad. But if you've done everything you could do and it just wasn't your day, I mean, you know, every loss is gonna be hard to swallow. I don't care if you're the coach, the athlete, it's always gonna be disappointing. But when you know you cheated yourself and you lose, that's the worst you can do. So reasons really are just excuses. There's not really a good reason why you didn't come. There's no coach to say, oh yeah, he had to do that. That's cool. We ain't need to do that today anyway. No coach gonna say that. They're gonna say, well, where's so-and-so at? I don't know. He said he had to go to the dentist. Or he said, man, he had a doctor's appointment. But bottom line is, you didn't come to the gym. So whether it's a boxer, and this was really kind of going out to a coach, because people ask, but this is dedication. I'm in the gym probably 6 days a week. If something's coming up, we got to fight on a weekday, we might train on a Sunday. You know, it depends. It depends what day, you know, day of the week, what time. Sometimes you can fight overseas. We might be training at 1 a.m. because of the time difference. But the bottom line is you have to make adjustments. This isn't a part-time job. Now, if you coaching amateurs and you giving 2 or 3 days of the week to the amateurs, I applaud you. But when the levels change, the arrangements have to change. The dedication has to change. You know, and I don't know if there's people out here to disagree, but that's just how I feel. You know, when you don't make it to the gym, bottom line is you didn't make it to the gym. I really don't care why. I mean, I care because, you know, outside of the gym, if you like, yeah, you know, my mom's sick, fine. I care, hey, how's mom doing? When gym at 2:30, I'll call you. Mom doing all right, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not going to tell nobody, unless it's something already scheduled, you know, it's a big time fight. If you got one of these local fights or something like that going on and your mother's sick, maybe we could postpone the fight so you can focus on your mother. Because I don't want you to half step on your mother either. The last thing I want is you to be at the gym and something goes wrong with your mother's health. So that's the last thing I'm looking for. So, man, you know, like I said, one coach opinion, it's just about dedication and what you're willing to dedicate to this craft. Whether you're a coach, like I said, if I get a coach and every time I turn around, he can't help, and say he's a strength and conditioning coach, you know, and my guys are like, yeah, he didn't show up, he didn't show up, he didn't show up. Bottom line is, they're not getting strength and conditioning. That's the bottom line. You know, I happen to have a good strength and conditioning coach, so it doesn't apply to you if you see this. But bottom line is, my guys didn't get strength and conditioning this week, no matter what you had to do. And if it's a big fight coming up, and I'm saying the same thing, you know. So, one coach's opinion, tell me what you think. Dedication is required on everybody in the gym, everybody in the gym, everybody on the team. That's my opinion. You know, I don't think any fighters out there looking for part-time coaches. Let me know. One coach opinion. I'm out.